Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you happen to be watching. It's Risco in Tokyo coming at you with some more Dead Cells. I don't know, like, my voice was very poppy there. Like, not poppy Mike poppy, but poppy, like, full of energy, and I don't know where that came from. 'Cause I'm a sleepy squirrel. I'm the sleepiest squirrel in the world, but that's okay. That's, like, super duper okay. We're gonna do a thing, and that thing is, it's Dead Cells. Dead Cells, baby. Continue with that normal mode. We've got skizzers. That's the only thing I remember from the last run, is that we're working the skizzers. They are fabulous, and we love them. We love everything about the skizzers, so it's gonna be a hoot. It's going to be at least hoot adjacent. I'm not even on my... Silly girl. You got to get on your channel. Today's a Monday, right? Yeah, okay. You got to be on the mod mode. At least we don't have to worry about screwing around with our goofy, our tags, because those work. Eventually I'll figure out why Twitch hates LBP and doesn't want the tags to show, but that eventually is not, in fact, today. Why is my voice? Oh my god. Hello. Alright, here we are. Here we are. This is going to be exciting. I remember how to play. Like, I totally oh god! Oh, come on now! That's just rude. Did you see that? That guy just... with the spikes? Freaking mushrooms. The mushers. I hate them. I hate the mushers forever, though. I don't think so. I mean, no, I don't. I like Cleaver. Cleaver's like Fabu, but we got, oh, Hive, lovely to see you. We got the spawn bombs, and spawn bombs are just the best. They are the best. Hive, is life treating you well? I'm hoping that it is, but you know, one should check. We want green now. Oh, fudge! Is this the thing that you want to talk about, or is this a thing that you would rather not talk about? Because I will respect either decision, and it would be weird if I did not. This man over here is just spitting leeches at me. Work related, so probably not for... Gotcha. I mean, we know that you just talking in any way, shape, or form is clearly some kind of, like, federal law. Are you, like, is your central government the federal government? Do you use that term? Because I really don't know. Is the thing. Like, we've got the central government. We're not, I guess, technically federal? I'm not even sure I know what that means. Like, as a civil servant, I have the opposite of common law protected free speech. I have common law protected lack of free speech. I mean, that's... shit. Honestly, that's just shit. I think that's bullshit. I don't know what they're afraid you're gonna say. I mean, I know exactly what they're afraid you're gonna say, but, like, I don't know how they would justify their fear. Like, they're gonna be all talking gay stuff, and that's political. You're like, bitch, everything's political. What do you want? Get over yourself. I remain unimpressed that the scissors are survivor. They should be brutality, because then I could just build up the really good mutations. The survivor mutations are pants, and not the good kind of pants, they're the shitty kind of pants. But the skizzers are so good. Like, here's the thing about the cells of the dead, is that, like, all the really good weapons are fucking survived. Elite zombie my ass. Damage from projectiles, dodging plants a bomb. I don't want either of those. I like Golden Amulet 5, and I'm going to stick with Golden Amulet 5. I realized that that would have given me an extra bit of... Oh, the owl is cute, though. I do like the owl. I never use Wave of Denial, so... We need to upgrade these skizzers. This is just not... I mean, they're good. Don't get me wrong, they're fabulous, but they're still weak. And we need them to be strong. Oh my god! What the fuck, though? Oh shit! Okay, everything wants to kill me. Oh god! Shit! Fuck! 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 Okay. What the hell? That was just so rude. Where's this fucking... Oh my god. You gotta go. You gotta fucking go. Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh, god damn it! Oh, I hate it! Oh, it's so... I was doing the thing and I had the skizzers. I just got caught in, like... There was a bunch of those grenade bats, and then there was a toadstool that was making spikes under me, and then some dude was spitting leeches at me, and like everything was happening all at the same time, and I couldn't get away to just heal. It was hilarious. It was that was a way to die. It was an amusing way to die, but it also kind of sucked. How many tabs do you got right now? Like, what are you working on with your tab situation? Because I currently have like 5, and that feels like a lot. And I know that that's senseless, because I talk to all y'all, and y'all are like, oh no, I've got like 25 billion tabs, so... See, the thing I don't get about all the tabulation is you can't see what the tabs are anymore once you've got like 10 open. Well, we're gonna sewer it up. It'll be exciting. All of this will be exciting. I don't know, all this sucks. I guess we pick the one that's... I don't know. I'm in Wonderland. In La La Land? That's, yeah, not Wonderland. That's the other one. I'm there. I don't want to reforge this stuff because it's shit. I'm just whingy tonight. This is awful. I shouldn't be all whingy. I should be carefree and just flooping around. I mean, I am carefree. I'm not really flooping around. But you know how it is. Life is all... I mean, it's life. It's life-shaped. Today was a good day, and that's... You can't really complain about that. I mean, you could, but, like, you would look like the biggest weirdo in the world. Like, why are you complaining? You had a good day. I see you with bombs. I'm not gonna allow that. I'm not standing for bombs. The silliness of your bombs. Get out of here. Get out of town. I can't get you now because you're in the fucking soup. The rudeness of these dudes just sitting in the soup. How am I supposed to kill you if you're in the soup? Can't be done. I mean, I do have this Medusa's head. I should totally be using it. What does it even do? Oh, fuck! Well, apparently it's got a really long wind-up, so that's for shit. I hate that. I hate everything about that. Oh, look at you. You're cute. With your all scorpion-y-ish. Like a scorpion. Like gonna rock us like a hurricane, which is not the Scorpions. That's somebody else. I don't know who does rock you like a hurricane. That was a song from Mile? From my childhood, and that means I officially, like, don't give a fuck about it. Oh, it's hide! I lost count because something popped up and hiding it made my tab list close this window. Well, that's just rude. I mean, not on your part. You didn't do anything rude. You're all good. Wait, what the... Why is it everything gotta be fucking monsters? Y'all just fuck off, though, with yourselves. Rude? This is a significant number of tabs. You know? And I just kind of feel like this is a lot of tabs. I don't know how you manage, like, what do you do with this many tabs? Is this work? Is it a work thing? Or is this... Am I weird? Is this me being weird? Like, is this just what people do? I deserve that death. I was looking in the wrong direction. Maybe I should be. Maybe that's the... I don't know. Maybe I don't have enough weirdness in my life. Maybe I should crank up the weirdness by cranking up my tabs. I could just look up every webcomic that comes across my Tumblr. Eventually I'll find the cum knife again. That's an awful webcomic and I hate it. I hate it so much. It wasn't good. It was bad. I don't remember if it ended. I got Oily Blade, and that's weird. I can't really do anything with that. I think this is gonna be a brutality run. We're just gonna go hardcore, all out on the brute, the et tu brute, as it were. That is not what anybody says, but that's okay. Oh shit! I forgot those guys existed. Go me. I mean, I guess I should be happy I killed them. I feel like I'm playing this run a little bit fast and loose. Like, loosey-goosey. And that's okay. We can make this work, right? Oh shit! Wait, you can knock your way through shields with a fucking bow? Okay, first off, that doesn't make any goddamn sense. But second off, that's a wonderful thing to learn. That makes bows about 2 times more effective. I do not want a fucking shield. Fuck you. Probably didn't require me being quite so so much there. That was kind of a lot. I didn't need to go quite so hard. Oh, looks like we're doing plants tonight. Surely this will not come back and bite us in the ass. I do not do well with the plants. They do the punching and then sometimes the kicking. I don't think they actually kick. I think they just punch. I don't know what I'm talking about. That's okay. I ain't gotta know what I'm talking about. I just be a hapless weirdo. People love that. People are here for it. Or something. I don't know. So we go for the crusher? Into the arena? Step near the lights? Look out now, you're in for a ride? Oh, Alice, how you doing? It is lovely, as always, to see you. It is a deep pleasure and an honor. Is life treating you okay? It's not giving you any weirdness? Oh, well, there we go. There we go. We got weird updates on the house. Is there a poultrygeist? Is it haunted by sausage? That doesn't make any sense. That's not how poultrygeists work. Is it haunted by chicken sausage? That makes more sense. Surely, yes. Oh, fudge! Oh, right. I fucking forgot those things. Oh my god, you're an asshole. Just the things that these things do to me. I do not want that. Oh, fudge! Oh my god, you just threw a rock in my face! Just... why? They are so rude tonight. So the guy is in a very bad stage of his cancer, but I recently had a call with his wife that liked... I talked to my husband, and he's a man of honor, and you'll get the house as soon as he leaves the hospital. Even if he dies, you'll get the house. I will fulfill the promise. There's a lot going on there. I don't know how I feel about any of that. I mean, I don't have to because it's not me, it's you. But I am slightly concerned about where that's going. I wish they would give us more heads, because I like the whole head situation, but I mean, yeah, I can totally see that. And I'm glad that they're not gonna leave you out in the lurch. But it also feels kind of like a lot, you know? Did the... Okay, good, because I thought the game crashed. I should totally do, like, practice, but I'm totally not gonna do that, is the thing. Oh, Vallejo! I need more! I've got one rabbit skull, and that's it. And then there's the head that's attached to my shoulders. But that's attached, so it's not like, strictly speaking, just a head. And there's Sydney, but also Sydney's head is attached to her neck, which are attached to her shoulders. So, like, it's all not the same, you know? I hope that life is treating you well, Vallejo. It better be, or I'm gonna be kind of wroth. I know that you were talking about, and please don't feel any need to expand on this beyond what you're open with saying, but like, I know you were talking about, you had the vertigo situation going on last time, and you have talked about that a little bit in Aunties, and I don't like that for you. I'm not a big fan of the vertigo. I'm hoping that it's calmed down a little bit, because that's kind of fucky. I want to catch what Hive Analysis said. Found two windows I have open, one with 4 tabs and one with 5 tabs, and they look super weird. And Alice is like, fuck landlords, but she said sorry for delaying the house and went, no matter what, you'll get the house. It's also a lot dealing with someone I've never met and having an extremely bad cancer. Like, yeah. It's one of those deals where it's like, as a class of people, yeah, absolutely fuck landlords. Landlords fucking suck. But, I mean, they are human beings. And there are gonna be decent human beings in that set. I'm just hoping that this, like, I have a basic human concern for, you know, your landlord, because I don't want to see people suffer, but I have a very more specific concern for you. And I'm hoping that this is just finally gonna just work out for you. It seems like having your own place would just be really good, and it seems like the place that you found is really nice. And also kind of getting you out of Portugal, because Portugal's kind of fucky. Leo says, I think it's better. It may have just been that I used my headphones far too much. So I got some open-ear headphones that Cosmo suggested, and I haven't had issues since. I love that. If that's the thing, like, if that's what it takes to get that to sort out, like, fuck and also yes, together in the good way. Open back headphones coming in clutch. So, okay, I deal with words a lot, so I don't really have a good, like, visual imagination, but you say open back headphones, and I can't, like, so they're not like full cups over your ears, and they're not like the old school foam, are they? Like the bit that would only cover your ears, but like isn't hanging around them? You know what? I could just look this up in Google. Why am I forcing you to use more words that are just going to confuse me? That was rude of me. Open-backed headphones. For mixing. Wait, what? Like, these just look like the headphones that I use. How are these... Open back versus closed back. Okay, I'm completely not seeing the difference. Oh wait, maybe I am. Oh, like there's not a cap on the outside bit? Like it looks like there's a grill there? I don't know what that would do, but... Oh, Hirunda, it's wonderful to see you! I hope you're doing wonderful tonight. Scroll up. Let me catch Alice's stuff, yes. But quick, also Vallejo said they're more like earbuds and they shoot the sound into your ear. Okie dokie. Alice says I had a backup plan in case I don't get the house. This is good to know. But that relies on a couple of factors I'm wary of. That's a little bit more worrisome, but at least there's some kind of backup plan. Not open back, open ear, very different. Okay. Alright, let me peep this then. Oh! Okie dokie. Okay, I could totally see how that's different from everything. Do you have, like, the right head shape to get those to stick on? Because, like, we've got these headphones that we use for work, these, like, intercom-y things, and they are always slip-sliding around, and ooh, I don't like them. I don't like them at all. I feel like I'm juggling like 42 different thoughts at the same time, and that's fun. This isn't anyone's fault but my own, but like, it's definitely a thing. Give me my S-Class tombstone. What do you want on your tombstone? And it would be like bikini pics of Val Kilmer. I'm glad that we've got some audio heads here that like can actually pick this stuff apart and gain useful information from it, because I don't feel like I can add much. I just learn. Also, my headset's going to shit again. Not the work headset, the stream headset. Maybe I should put some compressed air in there, because like that worked for the laptop. Surely it would work for my headphones. I've just decided compressed air is the answer to every fucking problem I have. Oh, fudge! Okay, but everything's gotta die is the thing? I would like that. If everything could just up and die. I don't know what it is, like, I only get the Kirby Crackle with Dead Cells right now. Like, I haven't had any problems with LVP. And I don't know, like, why would that be? Why would shitty audio quality be, like, game dependent? Oh god, the Tombstone is just the greatest weapon in the world. It's right up there with the sides that summon ghosts. Oh, it's Jelly Beans, how you doing? I hope life is treating you well. At least not poorly. It best not be treating me poorly or I'm gonna be salty. It did, Vallejo! Oh my god, like, my keyboard just works like it's supposed to. I don't know if, like, there's any performance improvements with the computer itself, but I was getting pretty angry. Cause it's like a communication issue, and that hits all of my buttons. Just every single one of them. So, living in Japan, you know, where I can't barely communicate, it's been really, really good for, like, my frustration level. I love it. Everything about it is wonderful. I am being a little bit silly, but, like, also not at all. Cleaning out your computer with compressed air will do wonders with your keyboard, but also with your fans. Oh my... I would be embarrassed to show somebody. Did the bot tag queer? Oh my god, freaking Twitch, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Twitch, please. Please. We have to do this every week. Hive, I turned my laptop upside down so that I could spray the compressed air into it, and I don't think I've ever done that since I got the laptop like 13 years ago. It was a mess. It was awful. It was so bad. I missed stuff. Alice says the backup plan is basically my dad called a friend of his from where I used to live in Lisbon. He knows so many people in the area that he's currently looking around for houses in a place in the center of Portugal that's a pretty queer-friendly city. I mean, at least the backup sends you to a queer-friendly city. So there's that. Vallejo had said, Twitch, don't be doing this to me. They're taking some getting used to with pressure on some of the bits of cartilage where before I was using my Astro A50s for hours and hours every day. Basically, from when I wake up to when I go to sleep, they don't seem to fall off at all in that regard. I'm glad they're not falling off, because that would just get on my tits. All those snacks that were saved for later, the time is now? Do I have snacks? Oh my god, I do! Because, like, my, work just offloaded a bunch of food on us for apparently no reason, and I took it even though the snacks aren't in my usual run of snackdom. Like, they're free, so why not? But I do in fact now have snacks. It's just that place is costly now, so he has to look around in the more rural parts of the city, because otherwise the city center is like 900. Oh my god. 900 euro is just fantastically expensive. Oh! Now I understand. And I feel silly, but I understand. I'm kind of slow sometimes, and it's okay. Like, you know what? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Kronos! It is lovely to see you, Kronos. I hope that you are also doing well. I hope that nothing is giving you any trouble, because if it is, I'm going to come and talk to it. I think I got that cutscene, like, pretty well sorted. And that's exciting. For me. I don't know if it's exciting for you, but it's exciting for me. Oh my god. I just sat there and just ate shit in that ball. I deserved all the damage I took. Tip your keyboard upside down for the Dorito dust. Oh, it was, like, honestly, it was probably like 6 tons of cigarette ash and, like, hair. I don't eat, like, where my computer is. I usually, if I'm eating, it's just, like, sitting in my hand. Oh, I don't like this. No, I don't like this at all. This is going away. I want my tombstone back. What is with all these crossbows that take up 2 fucking slots? A hive says preliminary count before I recovered tabs. In this window, it stands at 573. That's not healthy. It was basically an ashtray. I mean, I smoke way too much, and I smoke everywhere, and it's just like, I'm not at the Bugs Bunny cartoon where like there's my entire hands are filled with cigarettes, but if I could do that without dying, I probably would. I don't chain smoke anymore. And by I don't chain smoke anymore, I mean I put like a full minute between my cigarettes now. You should have seen me in uni. It was not healthy. Not healthy for children and other living things. Hive, are you telling me the reason that you upgraded to 32 gig of RAM is for your fucking tabs? Hive, I love you and I don't want to swear at you, but what? Look, I want a little bit more weirdness in my life, but I can't afford that. I need the weirdness that's on the discount. I can't be doing the weirdness that requires me to upgrade the RAM on my computer for tabs? Not unless it's like either Tab Hunter or Tab Soda. Those are the only ones. Tab Hunter, hunting the tabs. Housing market here has basically exploded in a way it's mostly not in Spain. Is there a particular reason that Portugal is on fire as far as the housing market goes? Or is this just like usual like Airbnb fuckery? Is just Hive being awesome heated up? I mean, I suppose 4 things is better than 4 rooms. The only good thing about 4 rooms is Tim Roth, who is amazing, but like everything else is kind of trash fire. Hive says drawing reference, fighting game, character guides, 7-hour-long video essays I have open for a rainy day, streams I mod for, other miscellaneous stuff. But you know, I was gonna say that you could just like look that up when necessary, but I know that's totally not a thing because I don't do that. I always tell myself I will, and then I never fucking do. And then I make bookmarks, and I don't even like open the bookmarks, so that's completely on me. You're a walking archive, and I love it. Next time I need to know something that was in article format, I know where to look. It's Hive. I had a bunch of good articles, and then I lost them when my computer went tits up. Kronos? This exact second, you are my favorite person in the entire world. I want you to know that. I'm only limiting to this second because I don't want people to feel left out, is the thing. See? I knew it! I knew it! Holly was gonna rock up and then I'm gonna feel bad. Holly, you're also my favorite person in the entire world. I'm not doing lists no more. Fuck lists. Lists don't make anybody happy. Holly, how you doing? Hopefully life is treating you well. Alice said also tourism plus digital nomads who are like crypto bros who stay in countries for 6 months before leaving other countries. It's all fucked up the housing market. I hate that. I hate anything that has crypto bros in the sentence. Unless it's like 5 crypto bros at the bottom of the ocean. I love that. That's good. We're gonna go with that. This is all, like, I don't know, it's fine. My headset kicked in just in time. Now, I don't know what just in time did to you, that your headset had to kick it, but, like, I'm sure he deserved it. I'm sure just in time was a douchebag. Not nearly as cool as Justin Casey. My day's been pretty alright, but I've been pretty dysphoric. That's a whole... I'm gonna send you a mental hug of understanding, because... Yeah. I hate that you're dealing with it. I fucking hate that you're dealing with it. Isn't being listless by definition a bad thing? I suppose it depends who you ask. I mean, is it better or worse than being restive? Alice says, so many crypto bros are going here to the point where, like, McDonald's here is marketing itself on being able to buy a burger with crypto. Why, though? Nobody wants a crypto burger. That's not a thing. That's never been a thing. Next you're gonna be like, this burger is a crypto fascist. Done counting, I have a grand total of 874 tabs. I always wanted a Big Mac NFT. You did not. What if the burger is filled with cryptosporidium? That's the thing! We could sell NFT burgers that are filled with cryptosporidium. They would be like double crypto, and the crypto bros would be like, oh, that's clever, I'll take 2. And then they'll get sick, and they'll... die? I don't know if I want them to die, but I want them to be sick. Sick enough to rethink, you know, what they're doing with their life? Could you not with the Kirby Crackle though game? I'm not enjoying that part. Why you gotta be like this game? Why you gotta be like this? Has someone made a raw meat burger? I'm sure they have. I'm sure it has to exist. Because everything terrible has to exist. This is the world we live in now. It's like Rule 34, but for the worst shit in the world. And that was already Rule 34. I'd rather eat a graphics card with barbecue sauce over being forced to buy a burger with crypto money. You know? Like, at least there's minerals. There's minerals. Like, what the fuck is even that? Just like it's like a vague thing, like a grandma would say. Like, it just has vitamins. It has nutrition. Holly says, also talked to the player about man pretending to be a woman backstory thing, and she apologized, and we're just gonna move away from it. You know what? I love that. I mean, I wish that you hadn't had to, like, have that conversation in the first place, because that's kind of uncomfortable, but I love the fact that she recognized that it was kind of fucked up, and that she was okay with, like, walking it back and not making a thing of it. If I eat a graphics card, will that give me RG blood? I don't know. I feel like there's a tech joke in here, and I am not, like... I'm not techie. Make like a typewriter joke. I could probably get that. Okay, don't you... Oh, you just shot me in the fucking face. The rudeness. The absolute rudeness. Wait, what? Chili beans what? My first search suggestion for raw meat burger was raw meat burger Wisconsin. Why did nobody tell me this? What the? Nobody tells me a goddamn thing. I lived within Wisconsin for long enough. You think somebody would have been like, oh, by the way, we eat raw meat for the holidays. I don't know why I feel left out. I was gonna have any. Oh shit, did you not shoot me? Oh, very rude. Oh, you fuckers. Would you just die? No, clearly not. Fucking hell, douche! Teach you some fiduciary help. Fuckers shooting me. Do not eat raw meat. I mean, I don't think I would. You'll get ray trace light going in your mouth from all your broken teeth. But like, would your teeth be shiny? It's called a cannibal sandwich. I hate every word in that fucking sentence. In Wisconsin! Did they not fucking think for like a second? We got fucking Ed Gein and Dahmer, and they thought to themselves like, we should make a raw meat burger and call it a cannibal burger. What the fuck is wrong with Wisconsin? I'm feeling some kind of ways about this. And I generally like a terrible joke, but that's kind of fucked up. Damn. And I had an Ed Gein t-shirt, and that's still kind of fucked up. Wowzers. I'm in awe. Don't shoot me in the face, I'm having a good run. Oh, that worked! Holy fuck! Go me! Wait, that's it? You just gonna give me a teleport? The rest of the teeth will only have probed reflections and specular lighting. Not enough crunch time. With the teeth? The teeth? The teeth? We don't have enough crunch time with the teeth? I feel like that's poor design. I kind of figure like if there's any place you're gonna have crunch time, it's gonna be the teeth. I think we should send it back. See? Vallejo gets it. Vallejo knows. Okay, everything's gonna kill me, and I can't have that. See, I don't want to use my vials of Healy blood because I need them to lubricate my Heelys. I do not want, nor do I have Heelys, but I probably should. I mean, it seems very much a me thing. Oh god. Oh god, no. I did that to myself. I sat there and I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, I do not have to poke at these things. I get nothing from poking at these things. I don't have anything to save up for, so I should just let them live because I can't even heal off them because I don't have necromancy. And what happened? They fucking killed me. That's what they should hire for game development. Living teeth. They can crunch away at the hardest things. What if Dr. Teeth? Like, Is Dr. Teeth getting any work anymore? Surely he's not busy. I feel like he would be good for it. You get the whole crew in there. You get Zoot, and Animal, and Janice. I think it was only the 4 of them. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've seen The Muppet Show. Anyways, we died. Spectacularly. There's always Teeth. With like a capital? Like, is there someone named Teeth? Like they just go by Teeth? How did they get that name? And in the sense of like, why didn't a dozen other people already have that? I would like to see a whip. I would be very excited to see a whip, and I'm going to be taking a break in like just a mo. So I could look at the whip on my break. Hive says they should hire Living Teeth, and then if they get big enough, instead of inviting Metallica to play at their convention, they could invite Teeth. Who is Teeth? Hold on a second. What? It's a proper noun, but not a person name. Teeth are a death metal band. Then that's like even more amazing, because like, how did they jump on that one? Like, how did they get that before anybody else got it? Because it's right there. I was talking about the movie. Wait, there's a movie named Teeth? So many teeth. There's teeth everywhere. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting some teeth. Don't do that. Because that's not sanitary at all. I want to change that. Like, if we could put the cat, not dead, in like a slingshot, and not like, you don't have to whip it around. You're not like David killing Goliath here with this cat. You just want like a lazy swing, right? And then the cat would have the cat would love that. You can't sling a live cat without hitting some teeth. I'm gonna go with that. Oh, it's the Vagina Dentata movie. Was that any good? Because I feel like there's about 1,000 different ways that could be awful. Hyperdonia was already taken. Of course it was. Of course it fucking was. I'm gonna take a really quick break here, so I don't end up having to take a break in the middle of the run. Ooh, are there more mimics? I'm gonna take a look at the whip. I'm gonna take a look at the adventure page. I'm gonna put water down my gullet and maybe have a cookie. And I will be not right back. I'll be back in 5. In 5. +3 to fucking beard. Oh my god, I love it. Oh my fucking god! You've got a finals reference in here? You can't just... Nobody's gonna get it. It's from like 30 years ago. Hive, you can't call that a terrible whip. It's got character. It's cute. Looks like something I would draw, which is maybe a backhanded compliment, but I like it. I'm not going to put a bunch of eyes on it. I don't think you're going to go for the eyes, but... Alright, we are back. Got my hands stuck to a mimic along with our druid, because he had to choose one of the 2 mimics in the treasure room. You know, it's required by law. He had to. Hold on, I want to take a look at that picture again, because there's part of that was just fabulous. I mean, the whole thing was fabulous, but the This Is Fine mimic, I love it. Chef's kiss. Hive says it in fact is lack of character because it's just construction. There is by no I cannot fucking talk. There is by definition no character there. Constructs can have characters. What about the Constructicons? Constructicons had character. They had 5 characters worth of character. Right there. You gotta think bigger. Our satyr bard lady found a belt of dwarven kind, which makes you grow a big dwarf beard, as one would expect. She already had a goatee, because she's half goat, so +3 to beard. I love it. I fucking love it. Also, Kronos, when did your line work get so fucking clean? I mean, I never, like, looked at any of your whips and was like, oh, this is, like, sloppy line work, but, oh my god, it's gorgeous. Your DM sure has a thing for mimics. I really feel like that this should be, like, a whole thing for the campaign. Like, I don't know, like, you're going to Mimicsville or something. I hate Force Lightning, it kinda sucks. Weren't they reduced to a testicle joke in one of the live-action movies? I don't know. I don't fucking remember any of the live-action movies. Like, literally, they departed from my mind the moment I watched them. And I fell asleep during the second one, which is not a good sign. Mimics glue stuff to themselves, so we were using our spare weapons as a one-use, which, I mean, good use for them. I was joking about it gaining armor from all the weapons. I feel like that's a thing. Like, I feel like I've seen that before. I gotta brush up on it when I enter the contest. The whip is not the entry, by the way. Okay. I will wish you very good luck with that contest. Let's do Dracula, fuck it. Why not? This will work out great for us. Do the Constructicons merge into Devastator? Yes, they do. I mean, I don't know if they do that in the movie, but, like, that is the thing, that is what they're known for. That is why they were cool. I feel like Alice said something that I missed. Constructicons are funny little guys. They are. They are. They were, like, extremely green. Then, yes, they were reduced to a testicle joke. How can you do them dirty like that? How can you do the Constructicons dirty like that? It ain't right. That ain't right at all. I hate all of this shit. This is all trash. I don't want any of it. Oh my god, the Kirby Crackle is fucking real. Hive, why does it get so crackly? I hate this. This really kind of gets right on my tits. They're a big part of the 2000 Transformers anime. As well they should be. Simmons calls in a strike from experimental railgun off the coast and gives his position by saying he's underneath the enemy's scrotum because 2 wrecking balls were hanging. You know, of course, why not? Why not? You know, like, sure. Let's just do that. Let's go with that. That's what we need more of in this world. It's like, there's so many cock jokes, right? There's so many dick jokes out there. But you hardly ever get testicules jokes. So, I mean, clearly they were feeling left out. So, Michael Bay is being a trendsetter here, is what's going on. I want to die. Just a little bit. That sounds like the absolute trash. They weren't left out, they were left hanging. I mean, but... Yes, but also... I mean, yes, but... Were they? I mean, they got theirs. I guess they got a railgun shot into them, so that's the thing. I don't know, can I sign up for that service? Do they need, like, target practice? Because I could hook them up. I'm using these fucking things. Oh, wait! Was he? Are you... Did they kill Sam? Please? Because I hated him. What does a human do in Transformer Heaven? Like, what does that even mean? Is there any... Every fucking time I just climb into those spikes. I hate it. What is the theological significance of a human going to Transformer Heaven? He met the Primes and they gave him the matrix of leadership and that is not fucking fair! You can't tease us like that! I mean, not you, Hive, you the filmmakers. You can't be like, we're doing it for real, we're killing off Sam with Kitty. That wasn't an intended stutter, I just could not get the syllables out of my mouth because there's too many W's and T's altogether. I do notice I've picked up more pronounced in Japanese than in English, but I picked up like a hell of a stammer. I don't know when this happened, but it is in fact a thing, and it's kind of frustrating. See, I don't want it to be a joke because like now it's doubly frustrating. I'm infecting me through the interwebs? I'm okay with that. I could... You can infect me through the interwebs. You have permission. You're the only one, though. I stammer and stutter quite often. It's not, like, it's still not bad in English, but oh man, it gets really bad in Japanese. It's funny because that joke was played out when Godzilla did it in 98. Godzilla had a stutter joke. The Matthew Broderick, Godzilla? Oh, should I say the vehicular manslaughter? What would you say? Convict? Not convict, not felon. The vehicular manslaughter perpetrator, Matthew Broderick. 1998 Godzilla. I hate that. Speaking of testicular humor, I have the 40k meme of the Space Marine with the cannons for arms going, "Brother help, I must scratch my testicles," engraved in my mind. I mean, that's a hard place to be in. Hiduna, I hate that for you. Is Jean Reno a sex pest? He may be. I mean, I'm not like saying it that way to be funny. Like, it's kind of one of those things where, like, I feel like I heard that, but I don't have any deets that I could back that up with. It would suck to have cannons for arms. The only thing you could eat is donuts. You could load the donuts into the cannons and then shoot them into your mouth. I occasionally have to tell kids off for mocking my stutter because they think jumping on someone for misspeaking is normal and cool. I do not love that for you. You're doing tactics. Jelly Beans, thank you so much for dropping by tonight, as always. I hope that you have a fine day. It's hard to say a wonderful day at work because, you know, work, but I hope you have a fine day at work. Ain't nobody giving you guff. Traffic isn't bullshit. I feel like you can expect maybe one of those things. Survive your employment, yes. We're definitely big on the employment survival. I don't know how many of y'all follow the Tumblrs, and if you don't, it's okay. Like, this isn't a plug. But, so, the other night, I generally mostly get on with most of my coworkers. There's one guy I really don't like, because, like, as soon as he could take his mask off, he just, like, totally fucking decided that was gonna be him, that was gonna be his deal, was to never wear a mask again, and I just, like, I see his smug face, and I want to reach up and punch him because he's actually quite tall. But there is one old lass who I don't really get along with very well. She doesn't like me very much. I don't like her very much. We basically try to stay out of each other's way because I think we just piss each other off. But she comes in the other night, right? And literally, like, so her register, she's next to mine on the left, and she takes a can of bug spray and she, like, empties half the can of bug spray, like, down at ankle height in her station. Like, I don't think this was a dig against me. Like, I think that she just wanted to make sure that there were no potential bugs in her station. But, like, it's fucking bug spray. It's an aerosol. Like, there was an actual fog of bug spray that was wafting up from where she was standing all over the fucking shop. And I'm sitting here and it's like, okay, well, I'm going to spend the next hour breathing bug spray now. That's great for me. And for her, I guess, but she's like in her 70s, so I guess if she wants to give herself lung bug cancer, then she can go ahead and do it. That's her choice. But I'm here with this Evelyn. Evelyn, it's wonderful to see you. I hope that you're doing very well tonight. I hope that the weather has calmed down at least a little bit. You've been able to cool off and not have tornadoes. Just this experience I'm having with this woman that I work with, and I'm hoping that this is not her summer thing. I'm hoping she doesn't do this every shift, because, like, we're gonna have to have words, because this is actually, like, that's like a hazard. That's like a health hazard. God. I mean, honestly, though, he'd end up. We're not gonna have to worry about bugs in the lungs. That's we're gonna be sorted for that. Evelyn, honestly, I am doing really, really well. Shockingly well. I got that Meat Space video published yesterday, and people seem to like it, and I'm okay with that. And then today, I got the cutscene for the level mostly finished, and I'm pretty happy with it. I got Curry accomplished. I recorded an entire episode of the review show for the week after next, and like, didn't feel stressed out. Like, I felt like I got things done today, but I didn't feel like I was overly busy, which I usually feel on Mondays. So, yeah, no, this is a fucking great day. I've had a great day. Also, this skeleton's gonna kill me. I mean, it was, not gonna lie, but it didn't feel that way. Like, I didn't feel like I had used up every available bit of energy before the stream. It's been queer. It's been queer weather mostly. But the heat persists. I don't like the heat, but at least, the tornadoes have calmed down. Want to see an awful, just trashier pizza? Yes. Also, I missed some stuff from Holly. The kids is shitting on you for having a stammer and a stutter. Fuck those kids. Like, honestly, fuck those kids. I'm not pleased with those kids. Jean Reno, as far as I remember, is not a sex pest, but Luc Besson is extremely one. Luc Besson is City of Lost Children director. I want to know because I just want to have my disappointment ready and on hand. Wait, no? Okay, good. Then I guess I don't need to have my disappointment ready and on hand. I mean, we can make the weather clear. We have that power. Oh. Well, that is also disappointing. He did Nikita and Leon. That is also. I am a bit disappointed about that. I have. Why are you going all the way to the fucking bottom? I have serious issues with Leon, but it does have one of my favorite Gary Oldman performances, basically ever. So, you know, I am kind of torn. And Nikita is a pretty solid movie as well. He also did the Arthur movies, which are a series of kids movies that he, for some reason last year, remade. Wait, what? How do you... Arthur is about the giant mouse boy, right? Why would you make that... I mean, I could see how you could make that into a horror movie, but why? The weather's pretty unpredictable right now, so it might be clear all day until like 8 p.m., and a storm will randomly form, so there's that. I apologize? Alice, I apologize? Wait. But not the story about the kid that gets turned into a mouse. That's the witches. Also, before I lose my plot thread here for a second, I want to put a bow on this. Evelyn, just keep yourself safe. That's all I ask for. Because all the tornado stuff just makes me nervous as hell. I don't like that you're living in Tornado Alley. I do have to say that I respect the book, The Witches, because it basically ends with like, and I guess me and Grandma we're just both gonna die, and that's okay. It's like, it goes pretty hard for a children's book. Because he never gets turned back from a mouse. He stays a mouse, and he has to grapple with the fact that mice don't have particularly long lifespans. And he's like, oh, I'm totally okay with that though, because grandmas don't have particularly long lifespans either. So let's just hunt up some fucking witches. Wait, like, there's a crossover between Arthur and the Invisibles as in the Vertigo comic? Because that would be a lot. I feel like that would be, definitionally speaking, a fucking lot. Probably Hive? That one honestly sounds a bit more familiar to me. Literal Nazi sympathizer and racist. Love that. And by love that, I mean I fucking hate it. Elmo says I do what I can, but this shit is just sprung upon you from nowhere, and its strength is unpredictable. I know you're doing what you can. I know you are doing what you can, and I just have to accept that. None of us control the weather, but, like, I just stay safe to the degree that you can. I... Look, I didn't remember, okay? He... Vaguely rodent-like. It happens, alright? It happens. I can control the weather, but I can only make it more gay. I feel like that's not the worst skill to have. Just, I mean, you could summon rainbows in D&D. We need to apply that to the real world. I love these goofy ass, like, multi-legged lion things. They're wonderful, but they also kick my ass, so I can't forgive that. Yo, what just happened? Why did we blue screen? PS4, could you not, though? We're okay, by the way. We're okay. Totally fine to make it more gay, it's just not useful to capitalism. I heard, and I don't know because, like, Pride doesn't happen here in Japan, or it does, kind of, but whatever. Wait, I sound like all the reverb? Wait. Do I now? Do I sound like the reverb now? Hold up a second. I know what the problem is. I know exactly what the problem is. Give me a second, but we will have the blue screen for a second. Hold up. Fucking, I should have known this was gonna happen, because I did this to myself. I set the... I set it from automatic switch to manual for the microphone, and I've got the PlayStation camera now, and the camera's got a microphone on it. So when I unplugged my microphone to see if I could get the crackle out, like, it defaulted to the camera, because that's the only microphone it had, but when I put the microphone jack back in, it didn't switch back to the headset microphone. It sounds like you're getting a bunch of... But that's just because the PlayStation Eye microphone. Kronos says the Opa, or moonfish, is the only fish known to be fully warm-blooded. I always have the camera's mic... Can you do that? Because I don't want the camera's mic on, because I have to record things without my mic in sometimes. Oh my fucking god, we just got killed to death. We got killed to death. I totally deserve that. I hate it. But that's okay. How do you mute the mic's camera? Because otherwise I'm just going to have to unplug the camera every time I record something, and I don't want to do that. It's a pain in the ass. I had to think about it for a second, Hive, but yes, you're right. Elvis says, the storms appear to be weak, but are strong but appear to be weak, or are just weak strong. That's too many variables to keep in one person's neat brain. I don't think that's fair. I think these storms should be like a little bit more upfront. Settings, devices, PlayStation Eye camera, and you'll find a mute the mic's setting. I will do that once the stream is over. I feel like moonfish, sunfish, and hagfish should all be magical rivals. Wait, like, shouldn't the hagfish be, like, supporting the moonfish, though? I feel like that's a thing. I feel like the hagfish would be, like, totally down with the moonfish. Like, we ain't got no problems with the Moon Kingdom. Nope, nope, not doing that again. I think we got our ass kicked by Dracula's castle more than enough for one night. Oh, before I forget, Kronos, I don't know if you saw in the Discord, but you were right about the music. You were totally right about that music. But it is fixed now, and that's the important thing. Hagfish like, yeah boss, you show this sunfish son of a gun. I love it. Hagfish and Moonfish have collaborated in the past, but the Moonfish finds the Hagfish... Oh my god, Moonfish, don't be putting on airs. Don't be putting on airs. We're all in this together. Moonfish sounds like a lookist bitch. And we don't support that. The Hagfish is extremely well versed in the darkest and most primal magics, but they all come with a heavy cost ethically. Are they no longer fit to eat pizza? Because that would be a heavy cost. I don't know. I mean, I would like the strongest, darkest, most primal magics, because I figure Polymorph Self has got to be in that bundle. But I don't know if I could go the rest of my life without pizza. Which I should not have even done a bit there, because now I fucking want pizza, and this is going to be unmanageable. And when they face off, it'll be in the rain, and it'll be raining catfish and dogfish. Only if there's been a tornado. To scoop up the catfish and or dogfish. Please, give me something to work with. Yes, fine, we'll do the plants again. It worked out so well the last time. I'm sorry for the big, like, glorping sound, by the way. That was just me drinking coffee. I really ought to put, like, sand in my cup for these streams. A lot of it involves things like betraying children and inflicting traumas. Moonfish tries to strictly stick to the more neutral pale magic. I mean, but, like... You gotta admit, like, Traumaturgy is pretty fucking badass. I, too, would like to make people explode into just gobs and gibbets with the power of my own trauma. Like, I feel like being able to take my psychic trauma and inflict it physically on the world around me, I'm here for it. You know, speaking of tornadoes, I'm just glad I don't live in the Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri area or the state of Indiana. Yes. Oh God, that sounds slightly worrisome. Was there a bad one? I mean, I feel like there being a bad one is kind of implied by what you've said, but. We used to call Taumaturgy in the vampire card game, we used to call it Traumaturgy because, like, the only thing you could use it for in the card game was basically making things explode. Like, I'm sure in the actual tabletop RPG it probably does, like, all sorts of fancy shit, but in the card game it's just like, yeah, like, pay 2 blood and make things explode. Nobody ever, like, used it, though, because Tremere were, like, punk-ass bitches. It does a lot of shit in the actual RPG. Meanwhile, Sunfish refuses to work with Hagfish at all and see their battles with Moonfish as friendly rivalry. Even— oh wait, hold on, let me kill the fuck out of this mushroom here. Even though their powerful light magics cause serious damage and consequences for bystanders. Now, Holly, I want to know, I need to know something here. Did you just whip all this up, like, off the chump? Like, did you just pull this out of the dome piece? Like, just right now? Holly, you're my hero. Oh fuck, it's a mimic! Come the fuck on! You can't! This is totally unfucking fair! Oh my god! I was trying to fucking compliment Holly, and a mimic shows up there? The timing? No, but more seriously, Holly, I'm honestly quite impressed. Like, that's a neat little bit of world building, lore building, like, just to kind of pull it up like that. That's a skill, and not an easy one. Evelyn says there's a big severe weather outbreak in the Indiana area. Got almost 10 different tornado warnings across the state, and I believe 2 tornadoes formed and did damage. Yeah. Alice has run several clan Tremere games in the RPG, and it's basically important to any Tremere game. I mean, it's their thing, and the funny thing is, like, if you look at the old school clans, like, they were the clan that got, like, fancy shit, weren't they? Well, no, wait. I guess you had Gangrel was the only clan that had Protean. And Tremere was the only clan that had Traumaturgy. And then everybody else had overlaps. Nobody else had, like, their own special discipline. I don't know. No, well, not in the OG. In the OG, Malks had Dominate. And then that got... Then the Malk anti-Tribu had Demontate. And then in 97 is when they did the Great Prank. Well, no, that wasn't 97. That must have been later than that. They did the Great Prank, and then everybody got Demontate again, except for a couple folks who decided they didn't want it. I am down with my Malk lore, because the Malks were my babies. Because I had problems. Also, Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri are like where tornadoes form here most, and the most powerful because fuck Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, I guess. I've never been to any of those states. I have been to Indiana. But I don't think too much farther south. Like in the Midwest area, I don't think too much farther south than Indiana. Tremere and La Sombra are basically all I played every time I did do a game in Vampire. La Sombra. The La Sombra. I haven't been either. Outside of Texas, I've just been in California. Was it like a California visit, or did you spend a little bit of time living there? I've only ever been to the airport. The airport. The one airport. I've only ever been to San Francisco airport, and I hated it. and it sucked. I mean, I'm sure that the airport maybe was nice prior to 9/11, but like, it was just such a pain in the ass to get across. I think that was the one where we only made our plane, like we only made our flight because the flight was late. It was a whole fucking mess. I'm slightly angry at the new La Sombra lore because it changes the game in a way that could have been done better. Aren't La Sombra, like, didn't they join the Camarilla? Which, like, why the fuck would they? I mean, I could understand not wanting to be in the Sabbat, because the Sabbat are just... The Sabbat are just edgelord jokes, but, like, why would they join the Camarilla? What do they get out of that? If I'm remembering right, like, Gangrel left, they're independent now. La Sombra joined, and are those the only big changes? Ravnos is gone, thank God. Thank God they finally got rid of Ravnos, because that was a whole fucking kind of mess. Giovanni fused with several tiny clans and now are their own thing. Giovanni is weird, though. I remember you did give us a little bit of the Giovanni lore on one of the streams, and I kind of sort of remember it. I guess they kind of got tired of them being the, like, we're the Mafia clan, but... Holly says, one big influence on my writing has been the concept of yin and yang as a system of duality, where both can embody, I've mixed it up. Where both can embody good or evil in their own way. It's especially fun to imagine yang as being overbearing and leaving heavy scars, which plays well with a character like Sunfish. I think it's neat. I'm holding it up like a potato now, but unironically. They fuse with the remaining Cappadocias and, like, the Samiti, and now they're, like, international crime family and not Italian. I mean, I guess it makes sense. The Samiti, like... I don't, like, there are so many things where I just kind of wish White Wolf hadn't. Like, the Samiti are neat, and then you're just kind of like, but... Like, they're just a whole kind of mess. I agree, fuck the San Fran airport. It's so big and annoying. Cold! Cold, it is wonderful to see you. I hope you're doing really well. I hope life ain't giving you no shit. It better not be. Or I'll give it a stern talking to. And maybe a good swift kick in the teeth. I don't like airports at all, honestly, Evelyn. Like, airports make me nervous on, like, every conceivable level that I could have. Oh, what do you got for me, Alice? Give me a mo, let me peep this. Also, the children's set got renamed as Ministry and are more just a general collection of grifters. Okay. Like... I really, really, really wish that White Wolf had just decided not to base clans around ethnicity, just from the chump. Like, that was not ever gonna end well. So I'm glad that they're walking it back. Also, are the new Setites, the ones that are named after Ministry, like, are they big into industrial? Because they better be fucking big into industrial. Because otherwise it just don't seem right. Oh fuck, bombs, right. calls us awake at least. The stuff I took to help me sleep worked a little too well, and I sedated myself straight through Sunday. Is that gonna happen every fucking time? Because I don't like that. How can you name your clan the Ministry and not have any, like, fucking Ministry references? Like, when the dude walks in and, like, does Rio Grande Blood play in the background? Because that would be, like, a whole fucking thing. Hold on a sec. I am deep in the lore here, Alice, but I do want to catch what Calden said. How's my favorite squirrel girl? I am actually doing really well. Like I was telling Evelyn earlier, so I'll have to give like the... Oh my god, I just got shot in the fucking face. Shot in the fucking face! Like I was telling Evelyn earlier, I was really happy mostly with the Meat Space video. Not so happy with the sound quality, but it's kind of like, it is what it is. I work with what I got. I had a day today that was remarkably productive, like shockingly so, and yet didn't leave me absolutely wrecked, which is usually what productive days do to me. I feel just kind of good, and that's kind of weird, but I'm gonna run with it. I know Alice had said some stuff about the Ventru. Like the Ventru, if the Ventru were selling you Bitcoin. Are the Ventru not selling us Bitcoin? Because that seems like a thing that would be right up their alley. Holly says, people often talk about yin and yang in a pretty misogynistic way, with the whole good and evil male-female thing, but both can be healing or destructive because they're just opposites. It's important to know that yin and yang give birth to third forces and form, and from there all things are possible. A more nuanced take on a non-white thing by white people, can it be done? I kind of feel like it can't be done. I mean, that wasn't... I feel like that could be read as directed towards you, and that's not what I meant it to be. More of the kind of 70s new agey, like, this is yin and yang, and we just learned a little bit of a thing about Asia, and we're gonna make this our whole thing now, but not actually seek to understand how it works. That the hippies did, and the post-hippies. I guess the new agers were more post-hippie, but fuck them all, honestly. Not here for them. Is yin and yang associated with gender? I've literally never thought that in my entire life. If you look at like any kind of hippy dippy shit from the 70s, yeah, it totally is. I mean, I don't think it's likely. I don't imagine that it's likely originally seen that way, but yeah, US hippies, super duper, that is a thing. Because white people, because of course, because like, let's make this the easiest version of the most complex topic that we can. Why? These turkey dudes, I hate them. Why did they get to be invisible? I don't feel like that's fair. Turkey man, why do you get to be invisible? Oh my god, so many turkeys. Oh shit, we can bounce back. We can bounce back bombs. Now that's very sparkly. I have to admit, gender is the most annoying thing ever. I am here for the sentiment. I'm definitely here and down with gender being a pain in the ass. I would kind of like to be able to determine this for myself, but folks want to be up in the grill. It's more masculinity and femininity. Yang is masculine and yin is feminine. Although there's often room in that understanding for men who are aligned with yin and women who are yang. Sorry, there was like no affect on that, and that just made it sound all the worse. I'm saying, Evelyn, that's what we've been saying. Like, just send us back to Karagen. It's the least they could do. I gotta make all this shit DLC. I ain't got no fucking money. New version of Werewolf is coming out soon, and I am dreading it. Is Werewolf salvable? Like, seriously, is Werewolf salvable? Because Werewolf is like a whole fucking mess. Well, Hive, what did you expect? You're sitting there waving a fish around your cat? Like, that's guaranteed to wake the cat up. Do you think I came out of the womb with money? Kronos, I didn't have no money coming out of the womb, which I will remind you, as my feminism and literature teacher, who was a 65-year-old Jesuit male priest, told us, the womb is the tomb. The womb is the tomb. He said this quite often, as though this were, like, somehow deep. It's like, yeah, dude, yeah, like, totally. But that is where I got to read Goblin Market, which is a whole fucking thing. And also The Last Man, which is basically Stephen King's The Stand, except if it was written 100 years before Stephen King's The Stand. It's a hoot. It's so fucking boring. It is like the most boring thing ever. Oh my god! I cannot with this game. We're doing normal mode. Wait, hold on. If the womb is the tomb, aren't we all just dead? I don't know. I've been inside tombs and not been dead. Holly says very much like the idea of primal and chaotic force as a precursor to Yin Yang 2, which is very much a vibe for Hagfish. Going for it. Alice says it seems like they're putting all of the indigenous werewolf tribes into one big tribe, which is extremely a choice. What the actual fuck? How, White Wolf, how do you go through the 90s and make all the mistakes in the 90s and eat shit for the next 30 years about these things, and look at all of that, look at all of the discourse and discussion about, like, how maybe you shouldn't have, though. Maybe you shouldn't have. And then decide you wanna actually go harder in that? Because I don't, not... Wow. That is the shittiest way they could have handled that. No. Maybe? Like, I mean, the shittiest way, I guess, would just not to have acknowledged any of the indigenous folks at all. But this is the second shittiest way. And I missed something from Evelyn. Evelyn says, I don't have any money and my parents weren't gonna buy that. But So Evelyn, so like, if you get really good grades on all of your midterms, and you promise to clean your room for the next like 4 months, maybe you can get like the lowest tier of the battle pass, which I know isn't what you want. None of us do, but like, you know, it's probably going to be hard to get your parents to swing for the platinum tier, because I mean that's some pricey shit. You could save vampire in a way you can't with werewolf. Yeah. Like, I don't, like, werewolf is just... I don't even know where you would start. I don't know what you would keep. I guess, like, Pentax? You do stuff with Pentax? Is there even any point though? Like, cause every company is basically Pentax already. Like, how could you satirize? How could you satirize capitalism through a company like Pentax when it's just like that's the norm? It's also fun to think of some magic as a less systematized and more prone to mystery over understanding. A lot of old folk magic was very much a get something from nothing, and I love the idea of nobody understanding why anything works and that being a big part of the point. That is actually really neat. I do like that as an idea, it's like a jumping off point. I feel like a lot of the chaos magic type stuff that you see in like 90s era urban fantasy is kind of in that vein. Zexor? Zedzor? I'm not sure if I'm reading that right, but welcome. I hope that you're having a very fine evening tonight. Hope life is not giving you any more stress than you particularly feel like you can deal with. We are... It is pronounced Zedzor! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah, your girl did it. Got it. Know how to pronounce an X? Fuck yes. We are playing Dead Cells, and we were playing badly, and I totally forgot to turn off hard mode, so that wasn't well done on my part. Seeing as you're new around, my name is Isco. I am a 44-year-old maggot white trans woman living in Tokyo, just trying to make a life for myself. It is going interestingly. Welcome to the empty room. If you can watch panels, there are panels under the stream that have kind of an overview about how things work. And that is the intro and thing. When did I get this game? I got this game last month. I feel like... yeah, I think it was last month. And I've been having a really good time with it. I'm not particularly good at it, but I've definitely been enjoying myself. It fits a... Like, I don't think it's gonna do for me what Isaac does for me, but that's okay because it gives me a zippy style of gameplay that Isaac can't. So I feel like it's a good balance there. And I did miss something from Alice. So, Alice, I'm gonna peep that in just a mo. It works because you need it to work as a big part of my spiritual beliefs. I like that. Evelyn's got a flies or something in my room. I'm gonna deal with that. Got that. It's extremely a case of just don't print new werewolf, but capitalism so we suffer. And they're rebranding Pentax as a Google clone, it seems. Like, okay, so honestly, like, honestly, I know that I assume, I don't know anything, but I assume that they're reprinting Werewolf because, like, why not? Let's just reprint everything. But I feel like they could have just let it go. Like, was Werewolf even that much of a thing? Like, it wasn't one of the cash cows. That was vampire and like maybe mage. They're doing a new version of anything. Why? 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 Like, there's no fucking way Mummy's gonna work. There's no way that they're gonna handle Mummy well. Demon, like, maybe. They're writing from a Christian background. I could see them maybe getting to being able to do a thing with Demon. I don't know if it'd be a great thing, but like, I feel like they could. It's within their wheelhouse. I don't think I have Zedzor. I don't think I've flawless in any of the bosses. I've gotten better with some of the bosses, and I feel like I'm kind of close to maybe being able to flawless Concierge, but not quite there yet. They may not handle Mummy, but I think they could handle Daddy. White Wolf? No way. Not a chance. If they're anything like the White Wolf authors of yore, I have a feeling that they would demand to be Daddy. I don't think they could handle any relationship where they would need to acknowledge somebody else's daddy. Maybe Daniel Greenberg. He seemed like a decent chap. But I only say that because he invited us all down to his house in Washington and did barbecue for us. And I've got to respect that. One thing I can see them doing for Mummy is have mummies be terrified of British people because of all those mummies that the British people ate. That... I mean, you're not wrong. But, again, that's like requiring them to do Mummy. Yeah. Good old British people. Fucking. Sure was. Cause why not? Cause like really, why would you not? At the end of the day? They thought mummies had superpowers and ate most of them to gain that power themselves. And yes. My school for some reason had a mummy because of colonialism. There's just an awful lot. They also made a bunch of mummies into paint. Yes. This was also a thing that was done. Not great. When pharaohs became mummies to obtain immortality, I doubt this is what they had in mind. I mean, I don't think anybody envisioned the British. It's just down there in the small area where they bring us to look at objects like the schools had, which includes a real sword. Oh, because of course they did. Why didn't I assume that that was a thing that was being done? I mean, there's only so many. Is the thing, Kronos, and the British were not like. I mean, I don't know who all else was up in the Mummy's grill at the time, but I do recall the British not being particularly great at how they transported the mummies. So there were a lot that were found, quote unquote, but that were then later lost to transport. Oh my god, the skizzers. Game, why do you do this to me? That's because you have morals. I know you're trying to put the best stab at humor at a bad situation, Kronos, and I appreciate it, but that was kind of what they were doing with the Irish. So maybe not that joke. Yeah, I believe that. I don't think when I was a kid, like, I don't really think I got that. Cause as a kid, I'm not gonna lie and make myself sound better than I was. Like, I thought fucking mummies, that's fucking cool. You know, cause you're a kid, but you kind of grow up and it's kind of like, yeesh. Kinda wish not, though. I gotta get those skizzers. Alright, we're going all in on skizzers. That's gonna be this run. This run's gonna be a skizzers run. Alice, considering the absolute cavalcade that White Wolf has brought to our table, is there anything good that White Wolf is doing? Like, honestly good, like something that you look at and be like, okay, well at least they're handling that well. Because I'm really not up to date. Like, my degree of up-to-date is what you bring us, basically. But I'm kinda hoping. Is the mage thing at least, like, not Atlantis anymore? Tell me the mage thing is at least not Atlantis. Cause wasn't that the thing? Didn't they do a thing where, like, mage was Atlantis in the second version? The Atlantis thing was not the second version, it was for New World of Darkness, which is an alt version. Okay. Okay, gotcha. It's handled by a different company. So wait, okay, so the new WOD is Onyx Path, right? But is Onyx Path not White Wolf? That seems like an absurd question to ask, but I'm kind of not 100% sure. Oh shit. There's knifey guys. No! Okay, because we're cursed is the thing. And cursed means like the knifey guys can kill us in one hit. No! See, Vallejo, I thought it was the other way around. I thought White Wolf was like hard up and they got bought out. Which doesn't mean that I was right about that, but that was just like, that was what I was thinking. Holly says, a very formative experience for me was reading a book where people are kidnapped and have their ability to empathize with other people, with others being stripped from them before being released, which led to them killing and eating people on the slightest provocation. There's a scene where a young woman points out that there's still someone's family, even though they become dangerous, and to kill them is sad, and that changed my brain chemistry forever. That's a pretty freaking heavy thing to read as a child. I'm glad that you got the flying thing, Evelyn. Glad that that's sorted at least. White Wolf got bought out by Paradox. Okay, so Onyx Path, New World of Darkness, and then World of Darkness 5th Ed, which is White Wolf itself, and it's the 5th Ed of the World of Darkness. And Paradox does Crusader Kings. Okay, gotcha. Got the whole tree mapped out in my head. I am going to take a really quick break because we're at the 1 hour point. We're at the 2 hour point, and my body is saying, "Hey, maybe the coffee wasn't the best idea." I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna have some water actually, but we'll be back in 5. I'm gonna look at the pizza. I promise. I'll look at the pizza. What the fuck, Hive? What is this? What is... You can't... What? I'm not accepting this. I'm not fucking accepting this. Alright, I'm gonna have the cigarette on camera, so to speak, because I just want to say, I want to say that as ugly as that pizza is, I was thinking about this just now, and I was thinking to myself that, you know, like, it's really nice that I can think to myself, I've woke up today and chose to do violence, and had that just mean that Hive showed us all an ugly pizza. Like, I don't gotta worry about y'all being assholes. I don't have to worry about y'all being creepy. I don't have to worry about y'all, like, being that kind of overly familiar where you, like neg on me seriously, but I'm supposed to brush it off because we all know each other type of thing. Like, I don't have to worry about any of that. When I think to myself, someone in chat is really cutting up tonight, it's like, oh, they showed us ugly pizza, or oh, they showed us Hideo Kojima in a Terrifier t-shirt, and that's the worst I have to worry about that, and I am fucking blessed. This is a blessing. I love it. I absolutely fucking love it. Also, Kronos, the frills are like, they are chef's kiss. I honestly love them. I saw the frills and I thought to myself, those are really fucking gender. Which, like, I don't know if that you would take that as entirely the compliment that I intend it as, but I just, the thought was like, oh my god, I could be wearing those right now. I would love that. They're very well done. Like, even beyond the fact that they're gender, like the actual drawing of them, very, very, very well done. Let me quick peep what I've missed. Holly says it's something that's affected how I see zombie fiction and the howling of bodies. It's kind of gross how zombie media often mocks the zombies as if they are an unfortunate pizza. As if they're not unfortunate people. I want to come back to that, but let me quick read. What else that I missed? What's up with this pizza? The pizza's a mess. The pizza is a fucking mess. Alice, one of the big election issues this year is the current president wanting to build a museum that is both apologia for Portuguese colonialism and promotes the conspiracy theory that Columbus is Portuguese. Of course. Zombies would be an unfortunate pizza. Yes, they would. Well, so, like, because kind of the interesting thing there, to go back to your zombie point earlier, but not the... Oh, did I miss something else? What? I saw the thing about Crusader Kings. British Museum mentioned got reminded, so in Island of Maladeria, Twitch always scrolls up when I try to, scrolls down when I try to scroll up. The island of Madeira in Portugal, which has its own government, and the big election issue is they want. Okay, that's, at least it's not a Portuguese national election issue, which is what I thought it was. It felt like, at least in like Dawn of the Dead OG, that they were aiming for, like, these are just folks. The zombies are just folks. They're a little absurd, but the characters aren't mocking of the zombies. It feels like, if that makes sense. And I don't necessarily know how mocking the movie is of the zombies. I think with Dawn you could do the waffly thing with your hand on that one. Day, even though Day has a couple of zombies in it, well, there's like one that kind of stands out as the clown zombie, but I don't feel like the zombies in Day are treated mockingly at all, either by the characters or by the movie. But then you get to like Snyder's Dawn of the Dead, where like there's the whole big thing about like they're pretending the zombies are like celebrity lookalikes and all of that. And yeah, it's like, yeah. And Land of the Dead has zombie uprising and treats the zombies sympathetically. Yes, it does. Land of the Dead has got issues. I don't necessarily know that I would say that Land of the Dead is a good movie, even though it does have John Leguizamo and Dennis Hopper in it. And Asia Argento is got like a neck piercing, which is not the reason that I got a neck piercing, but it also totally was. But it's a movie that exists. It's not a great movie. Was there another thing that I needed to say? I feel like there was another thing that I wanted to say, and then I lost track of? Which is fine, because that happens all the time, but... I'm glad that Snyder's Dawn of the Dead came out after I finished university. Because if it had come out when I was in university, I would have had to have, like, actually researched it. Because I was writing about zombies all the time. And I would have hated that. But then I could have gotten the jump on, like, the YouTube trend of shitting on Zack Snyder by, like, 20 years. So maybe that would have been worth it. Have I mentioned today's sponsor? Do we have sponsors? If we got sponsors, nobody fucking told me. If Floppable was here, I would say our sponsor was Miss Debbie Tiny Balls, but Floppable is unfortunately not. I would not be sponsored by Red Bull. I would turn them down, thank you very much. I mean... Isn't that a conflict of interest, though, Vallejo? Because I'm totally a brick. I'm proudly a brick. I, for one, like Land of the Dead's message of the wealthy's flashy distractions will not hold the oppressed masses' attention forever. Well, that's like... Bailey could definitely be our sponsor. Yes. Yes. I'm nominating Bailey as our sponsor. Brick is a slang for non-passing trans. I don't know if it's in current usage or if it's old-fashioned, but yeah. But I'm okay with that. I'm never wanted to be twin set in pearls, so I'm not a trans medicalist, so I'm super duper okay with it. I think specifically a non-passing trans woman, and it is, as far as I could tell, derogatory. And I was saying, I for one like Land of the Dead's message of the wealthy's abuses of the press will not be tolerated once they collectivize. I don't know, like, look, I'm not dissing myself. Like, I don't... My goal is not passing in the sense of indistinguishable from a cis woman. Like, that's not my aim. I'm still gonna be GNC, even as I progress with hopefully a medical transition, I'm still probably going to be mistaken as a guy at times unless I win the lotto and roll really lucky with HRT. And I don't know if that would necessarily be a win for myself. So, at least for like my self-image. So it's like, no, I'll take that turn back. I'll be a fucking brick. Fuck them. But I do wanna quick catch Holly and Hive's comments about Land of the Dead, and I agree with both of you. Like, I see where you're both coming from, and I do agree with those messages. I just, like, the movie itself is not a particularly good movie. It's like, it's not... It's got some great ideas. Like, it's got a good message, and I feel like Romero was being very, like, direct in his messaging. I feel like he maybe was seeing himself through the lens of, I don't want to say the mystique, but like, where you look at Night of the Living Dead, you look at Day of the Dead in specific, where the message is definitely there, and I think that Romero was aware of the way that those movies could be read, but also in the sense that it was a bit of accidental messaging, where like Ben's part wasn't originally written for a black actor, and the shopping mall was just a lucky get for a shooting location, and that both of those happy accidents ended up giving a lot more depth to the films. And then he kind of gets this reputation of, oh, here's the guy who's putting social messaging in his zombie films, which he was, and, you know, props to him for that. And I feel like he acknowledges that in Land of the Dead to both the credit to the film, but also to its detriment, because it's like, at the end of the day, it's just not a really good film. I, for one, enjoy Land of the Dead's message. There are a lot of stolen cars in Samoa. Wait. Was Samoa... Did they do filming in Samoa? How much do you feel that Land of the Dead is a post-9/11 movie? I feel like Diary of the Dead is a very post-9/11 movie. I'd have to rewatch Land of the Dead, because, like, I watched it right when it came out, and I definitely wasn't looking at movies through that lens at that time. I should rewatch it. I haven't watched it in ages. I definitely oughta. I will take these snake fangs. I will take this frost blast, because they're all better than the shitty shield that we got. There's a Samoan guy, and he talks about how all the cars in Samoa are stolen, and it's stuck with me for like 10 years. What? I totally didn't remember that at all. Why, though? Why we gotta be dumping on Samoa? Is that better or worse than Hunter S. Thompson making Dr. Gonzo Samoan? Because that's like super gross. I don't know, Hive. I would see a doctor about that. That doesn't seem like it could possibly be healthy. But I too do not remember the Samoan guy. I remember Dead Reckoning. And I remember, like, John Leguizamo turning into a zombie and being like, I always wanted to see how the other half lived. Which was like not, I mean, it was a line. Not a great one. I remember Dennis Hopper being extremely Dennis Hopper in that movie. Doesn't a guy get eaten because he's wearing headphones while they're on a raid? I feel like these are all things that have happened in that movie. Ice shards. Oh, but I'm gonna take the wolf trap because I like it. Also, actually, I should have said this previous, and I didn't, and that was kind of shitty. But I do want to say to Vallejo and Cald, I really do appreciate that you're watching out for me in that way. And I do appreciate that I can be a little bit overly down on myself when it's not necessary, which is most all the time. I'm overly negative about myself. It's just that in this particular case that I don't view it as a negative, but I do want to thank you for words. Words are just they're gone. Goodbye, words. Goodbye. Just thank you. Okay, that's the takeaway. Oh my god, it's 2.5 hours. I can't talk no more. Why is it I always can't talk when I gotta say the important shit? I don't know. Wait, did we not take? No, we didn't take the ice. That's right. You're welcome for words. Words. Now I've got that freaking Megadeth song stuck in my head, and I didn't need that. I don't even remember the name of that song. It's the one where he's whinging about how therapy doesn't help. Which I do, as much as I really don't like Dave Mustaine, I do at least have to say that he did go to therapy, and he did like talk about going to therapy, so in his music, so I can at least appreciate that. Oh, I missed a bit about I was talking about Gas Station Zombie. I remember Gas Station Zombie being upset at the treatment of fellow zombies and mercy killing a zombie. I remember Gas Station Zombie leading a crowd of zombies across the pond, so to speak. I remember a lady getting her belly button piercing bitten off. I remember that, and I wish I hadn't. Do you think it was deliberate that the Gas Station Zombie, the organizer and leader of the zombie uprising, is black? I would not be surprised. And that's kind of what not that it was not, oh, for fuck's sakes. Not that that was a particularly bad choice, and I did like the Gas Station Zombie. I also like the Butcher Zombie a lot. But I do feel like, to some degree, it was a little bit of Romero being like, oh, and I should cast this person in this role because of this particular message that it's going to send. Now, it worked, so there's that, but I do think it was deliberate. I'd like to point out that the Gas Station Zombie is canonically named Big Daddy. Yes, he is. Because that is what it says on his uniform. If I recall correctly, like, that whole... There was zombie cage fighting There was, and there was also, well, the like the lead male character gets tossed into the zombie cage fight, if I remember right. There was also have your photo taken with the zombies, and they were the guys from Shaun of the Dead. Because of course they were. Which, you know what? Like, good on them. I'm glad that they got it, because that must have been a dream come true. If I had the opportunity, I would have actually sat in the chair to be a zombie. Yeah, there was like the whole like black market underbelly deal going on there. There was a puppet show. There was like a Punch and Judy puppet show. And I think like the dude is doing the puppet show during the zombie attack and gets et whilst doing the zombie attack. Or like whilst doing the puppet show. There was a lot going on. Let's do brutality this run. I feel like that's... It was certainly a movie. It was a movie. You can't take that away from it. It was a more enjoyable movie than Diary of the Dead. Diary of the Dead was kinda shit. A sex worker gets put in a cage with a zombie as a means of execution. Is that... I'm trying to... Give me a sec here. I think that was right. And doesn't the lead character save her, and that's how she gets added to the party? I feel like that's what I'm... I feel like that's the thing that happened. Okay. Alright, let's make everything bleed. Even if we see the scissors, we're not taking them. We're sticking with brutality this run. I do remember more things about this movie than anticipated. You just needed a little bit of a poke to get it all running. The only things I ended up, like, enjoying about Dawn of the Dead, I love the fact that not the female lead, but, like, the side female character, I guess? Because she's not the viewpoint character. But she just gets tired of everybody's shit and drives off. She's just like, fuck all y'all, I'm going home, this is bullshit. And she gets in the van and just leaves. And I respect that. I respect the fuck out of that. And then there's the pool scene. They had that like one really nicely shot bit where they're watching through the monitors all the zombies in the pool reviving. And I thought that was like really well done. I might be remembering it more fondly than it deserves, but yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. The only reason I remember it was called Fiddler's Green is because that all... Wait, there was a Land of the Dead game? I'm sorry, but... excuse me, but... What? How did I not know this? Land of the Dead Road to Fiddler's Green. That sounds like bullshit. That sounds like some kind of bullshit. Well done, Risco. Just like just roll right into the spikes. That's gonna make this run work. Was it a squad tactics third-person shooter with cover? I don't 100% remember the joke, but something like that. Wait, I'm sorry. Did you say there was an X versus Sever game for the Game Boy Advance? That were two? How though? I didn't, like, did anybody actually watch X versus Sever? That wasn't a movie that made money. How did they think on the Game Boy of all places that was gonna be a, like, was it a loss leader? Was it a tax dodge? Was this like an Adam Sandler kind of thing? Oh my god! Oh, the backhanded compliment that is. They're really gonna be out there being like, oh yeah, this Game Boy Advance tie-in game is better than the actual fucking movie. I mean, I guess it's better than, that's kind of like the 7-Up game being like a better 7-Up game than 7-Up. Wait, that's not how I want to say that. You know what I'm trying to say. The 7-Up platform game is a better thing than the 7-Up drink is. I've never played Pepsi Man. I cannot speak to the quality or lack thereof of Pepsi Man. I mean, I guess the fire grenade is better than the bomb bird. There's so much GBA shovelware. I feel like I missed out on so much of that. It's just down to my, like, my handheld allergy, I guess. I got more use out of my DS for the kanji dictionary than I did for any game. I would constantly, like, get games and start games and then be like, yeah, I guess I'm just not gonna finish this. That kanji dictionary, though, gotta say, no joke, it was really, really good. It was super useful, and I wish I still had it. The Game Boy Advance tie-in game is sitting at 80 out of 100 on Metacritic. The movie it's a tie-in to is sitting at 19 out of 100. I'm tilting my head like a dog listening to its master speak. How? Okay, first off, how is it 80 out of 100? I need to know more about this game. I have outraged the gods. And I am glad. Can we start off with, like, what kind of game are we talking about here? Oh, fuck. Oh. I forgot I was cursed. I was like, I could take that hit. Whatever, ain't no big deal. Damn. The how do you thank you, Vallejo, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Cause I'm wondering the same thing. Like, how do you do an FPS game on the Game Boy Advance? Unless it's Doom. Doom I could understand. Cause you could run Doom on a piece of toast, but is it like a Wolfenstein clone? Like, and by Wolfenstein I mean like Wolfenstein 3D? The game utilized a 3D raycasting engine for the GBA, which was developed by Crawfish. So yes, similar to... I hate being right. I honestly do. I don't need to be this right. This does nobody any good. I thought there was a ghost there. I remember as a kid playing like a Wolfenstein 3D clone that was set in space. How are you this right when you're left? I don't know, it's a paradox. I'm gonna have the paradox demons on my ass. Why did I do this? I wasn't gonna buy anything green. It's all red tonight, baby. I've done tried the greens. They didn't work out for me. Does anybody remember the Wolfenstein Jumper Chex Mix? No! No, I do not! I kind of feel like I totally failed the video games iceberg. Wait, this director's name was Kaus? I should have a joke after that, and I don't. I'd like something about... Imagine I made a really good joke about Get Smart. Because that's something that will resonate with the kids these days. I bet a lot of kids grew up with Get Smart. It's free on Steam. Now, you know what that means? That means that if I ever get a laptop that could actually, like, stream, we have to stream Chex Quest. Well, good. I feel vindicated now. I feel like I'm not alone. I remember that Kaus, they had a whole thing where they were gonna make the world read, and they had a hidden door behind a bookcase, and you had to pick, like, Ivanhoe was the first book you had to try to pull out, and then there was another book, and it started with N because it was in. You go in the secret room, so you pulled out Ivanhoe and some other book that started with N. I still remember that, half remember that to this day. The only reason I know Get Smart exists is because my dad told me. Did your dad watch Nick at Night? Or did your dad, like, come by this information honestly? Because I watched, like, a lot of Nick at Night, because I had trouble sleeping as a kid. I also watched Lancelot Link, Secret Chimp, and that was a whole fucking mess. And the more I think about that show, the more it just seems like a drug trip or a fever dream. But it does seem like a thing that maybe shouldn't have been made. I came across this information honestly, given that we didn't have cable. Yeah. See, that's what I mean. Hive, when I say came by it honestly, I mean like as it originally aired. I also watched like Dobie Gillis and My Three Sons, and they were amazing. I was down with Maynard Ferguson. Oh gosh! Kronos, you sleep. You sleep, get yourself some really good rest. You can always come in on Thursday. You can help me out more with the almost completed cutscene. But please, thank you for sticking around as long as you did, and we will see you on Thursday. Holly says recently found fudge. Give me a sec. Recently found a YouTube channel that talks about Fallout mods in a pretty interesting way. When I saw the ostensibly male creator for the first time, my brain went, that's just a trans woman. And I don't know how to feel about that impulse. It does happen. Soup! Soupums, it is lovely to see you tonight. I hope that you're doing very, very well. And you know what? I'm glad that you dropped by because I can thank you with my voice. Because even though, like, in text did that thing, but sometimes it feels good to be able to, like, thank somebody actually with your voice so that they can hear it. Hive, you sleep well? I just caught that you're heading out. Eat lunch tomorrow. For God's sakes. But yes, I wanted to say thank you very much. I was very touched by the message. I do definitely appreciate it. And it is something that I hopefully won't need to take you up on, but it's good to know that I do have people that I can talk to. And I appreciate that an awful lot. Always says, you know when someone looks and dresses like a trans woman who's not out, but getting ready for it even if it's subconscious? I couldn't say. And by I couldn't say, I mean like, yeah, totally could. I guess you'll have to keep an eye on that YouTube channel and be like, just get the basket, the fruits basket ready for them. Be like, welcome to the crew. Now I know that this is going to be the run that works out well because we've only got 10 minutes left in the stream. The stream is buffering every couple of seconds for some reason, so if I don't respond, I'm not ignoring you, it's just buffer. I never figure that folks are ignoring me. Soup, like, I know sometimes stuff goes on in the background. It's super annoying on your end to have it buffer, though, because, like, I know how that feels, and it sucks. I hate it. Every now and then my internet will just decide that it just doesn't want to internet anymore, and trying to watch a video on YouTube and it's just like 30 seconds of something, a minute of buffer. Not there for it. Holly's, a lot of their channels talk about Fallout New Vegas, so it's almost just a matter of time before they buy a dress in Blahaj. Here for it. Oh, that does remind me though, like, thinking of stereotypical trans girl things, I am stymied in my quest to play Bloodborne, because Bloodborne is on sale, Old Hunters Edition, on the J side, for like 2,500 yen, which is extremely reasonable considering just the size and scope of Bloodborne. But it unfortunately doesn't have any language support. Like, it has dialogue in English options, but it doesn't have any text. And I do feel like Bloodborne's the kind of game where I'd like to be able to read and understand everything, so unfortunately that's not going to be able to be a surprise stream game. It might be someday, but not going to be the next long form. I appreciate it, like, but your region wouldn't, well, I guess would it matter? Would I need to make a PAL account? I guess maybe it really wouldn't matter. It would only matter if I wanted to get DLC. Living in an extremely right-wing city has made me look at anybody I pass by on the street that looks remotely queer in some way and go, hey, is that person queer? I don't like that my brain does that, but since I rarely meet queer people in real life, I always end up thinking that. I mean, I can kind of see it from both sides, because like that can get a little bit gross. But kind of to the other side, acknowledging that like that we do kind of recognize each other, not all the time, but I do kind of feel like that it's like gaydar is a thing. I think there's a share play for PS4, so the region, if the region matches up and my stinking internet holds up, you could stream Bloodborne off of my account. Doesn't have the DLC though. I'd probably just get it for myself, honestly. I kind of like just having stuff on hand. I'm trying to rebuild my library. What I'd really like is to pick it up like a physical copy. Maybe I could ask my folks to send me a copy. I think we'll stick with what we got. What we got as in the sense of the amulets that we got. Because they're pretty good. Oh wait, was that just a trap? I hate that. Oh, I hate that. Why do I even bother with these things? These are just the most pants. Oh, I eat so much shit. Oh, for fudge sakes! Thank you for reminding me of cursed local gaydar discourse now. I didn't know! I didn't know there was... I should have known. There's always cursed discourse, but... Why do we have to make things difficult, is what I want to know. Really, though, uh, that's that is a whole that's a whole kind of take. Why do I even want to know what the reasoning was? Because that seems specious at best. And by specious, I mean that sounds fucking goofy. It's just turf nonsense. It always is. Kinda just need them to nod, honestly. Now, I do notice we've only got 3 minutes left in the stream, so instead of rushing headlong into the next biome, I think we're gonna start to draw down and put a bow on things here. This was a very energetic stream tonight, and I like that, but I also do worry that I can't always catch everything that folks are saying. So I do want you to know, if you've said something and I didn't catch it, it's just because I couldn't. But you can always kind of joggle my elbow and be like, I did say this thing. So no worries about that. Yeah, no, this is just nice. I had a nice night. I had a nice day. This has probably been one of the best Mondays that I've had in I don't even know how long. And my Monday's kind of like my Thursday, so I got one day of work tomorrow, and then I've got Wednesday off, and I got nothing planned for Wednesday. Wednesday can just be complete relaxing and just working on my level. I don't need to record anything. I could if I want to, but I don't need to. I don't have any chores outside of the house. I'll probably want to get a good walk or bike ride in just to have air and sun. But I don't have to do nothing. So yeah, this is good. I'm gonna count this week as a good week, and I'm glad that y'all were a part of it. Now, schedules, nothing big for schedules. Thursday's gonna be LBP. Friday's gonna be LBP. Now, I would like to start a new game in July. I have not decided yet what the long form is gonna be, but once we start the long form up, we'll be going back to LBP just once a week. Because I know if we do too many weeks of double LBP, that it does get a little bit much. But I'm not sure what we're gonna do. Think of something. Oh, you know what we might do? This is a big might, but it is on sale and it is pretty cheap. I have to decide before the 5th, because that's when the sale ends. But Untitled Goose Game is on sale for 950 yen. I don't think that's a super chunky game. I don't know if it would last the entire month of July. Hopefully it would last longer than Carrion, because Carrion was only 3 streams, 4 streams. Hopefully we could get a little bit more out of it than that, but I do remember a lot of people thinking that it was at least fun. It's got a good look to it, so that could be, just could be, the next long form, but I'll think about it. But that takes us to the 3-hour point. As always, I would like to ask all of you to please be taking care of yourself out there in meat space. Tend to your body, get your water, try to eat at least one thing a day, take your medication as close to schedule as you're able to, but importantly, Thank you, called. I thank you so much for dropping by. I know that the time zones don't work for you all the time, so um, it does mean a lot when you do get a chance to drop in, and you as well, Vallejo. I don't know if you've got ears on. If you don't, that's super okay. But I know it's a bit rare for you to be able to drop in, so it does mean a lot. But just remember that there are folks out there who do want you to have your best life, that you are loved by your friends. They do want you to be safe, they do want you to be happy, they do want you to have the joys that you deserve and the joys that you don't deserve. They want you to have joy. I'm one of those people, but I'm only one of those people. And that pretty much does it for us here at this Go About. So, from me, Hisco, here in Tokyo, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you, arigato, sayonara, see you, and ciao.